Hello dear student, in part 3 class 9 science chapter 2 matter around as pure we will cover following contents: how to separate component of mixture, physical and chemical changes, and what are the type of pure substance. So let's see all the topic with suitable examples. Centrifugation separating method using for the separating dense particle from lighter particles. In this centrifugation process, take a sample and rotate at a high speed with the help of electricity and the centrifugation equipment. So when we see after the rotating, denser particles settle down in the bottom and lighter particle form a upper layer. So principle is that the denser particles are forced to the bottom and the lighter particles stay at the top when spooned rapidly. Its application used in diagnostic laboratories for blood and urine test, used in dairies and homes to separate butter from cream, used in washing machine to squeeze out water from wet clothes. Next separating method is chromatography. It is used to separate solute that can dissolve in same solvent. For this activity, take a chromatography paper and draw line above 3 centimeter and make a center point. And in China dish, make a mixture of different ink like blue, green, yellow, and take one drop with the help of capillary tube and put the one drop in center point and dry it and repeat this process 3 times. And this chromatography paper dip in gas jar in which present solvent, it may be water or 5% alcohol, and take care about this drop of ink do not dip in solvent. And we will observe after passing time the water raise on the filter paper and take along with it the dye particles, it means ink dye particles, and it we will obtain different colors because dye in a mixture of 2 or more colors. So in this way different color of ink obtained in chromatography paper, and the color component is more soluble in water and hence rise faster. In this way the color gets separated. So principle is that chromatography based on the principle where molecule in a mixture applied on surface or into the solid and fluid stationary phase is separating from each other while moving with aid of mobile phase. So here mobile phase is solvent water and stationary phase is the ink. Its application to separate color in dye, pigment from natural colors, and drugs from bloods. Next separating method is distillation, and it is used to separate miscible liquids. The boiling point of the liquids must be sufficiently different, more than 25 degrees Celsius. For this experiment, take a distillation flask and fit the thermometer and take inside the distillation flask miscible mixture of miscible liquids. It may be acetone and water. Both are miscible, and heat the mixture slowly. Keep a close watch the thermometer. The acetone vaporize condense in the condenser and can be collected from the condenser outlet. Because of the acetone having low boiling point, it first vaporize and we can collect from condenser outlet after cooling. And we will observe that water left behind the distillation flask. So thermometer reading will become constant for the some time at the boiling point of mixture. Acetone mixed with water will boil closer to 88 to 90 degrees Celsius. Depending on the ratio of alcohol and water, the boiling point can be anywhere between 80 degrees Celsius and 100 degrees Celsius. So in this way we can able to separate mixture of miscible liquids and liquid boiling point having more than 25 degrees Celsius. So we use simple distillation method, and its principle is that when the miscible liquid having satisfactory difference in their boiling point used in the production of gasoline, distilled water, xylene, alcohol, paraffin and kerosene, etc. Next distillation is fractional distillation. It is used when the difference between boiling point of liquid is less than 25 Kelvin. For fractional distillation, take a distillating flask and fix the fractional column. In fractional column, glass bits filled and fit the thermometer, and take the mixture having boiling point difference less than 25 degrees Celsius. So here take the crude oil sample and between different oils having boiling point less than 25 Kelvin. So by the fractional distillation we can separate different sample of from crude oil. So this fractional column packed with glass bits and provides surface for the vapor to collide and lose energy so that they can quickly condense and distilled. And also the length of column would increase the efficiency of separation because of less than 25 Kelvin boiling point. So this fraction column help to separate different sample of oil from crude oil sample. Separating different gases from air. So air is a homogeneous mixture of different gases and can be separated into its component by fractional distillation. So first of all, air from gases compressed at high pressure and decreasing low temperature convert in a liquid air, and after that using fractional distillation we can separate different gases from air. So here oxygen having minus 183 degrees Celsius, and then argon having minus 186 degrees Celsius, and nitrogen having minus 196 degrees Celsius. So question is there, arrange the gases present in a air increasing order of their boiling point. So nitrogen having lowest boiling point, then argon, and then oxygen. So next question is, which gas the liquid first as the air is cooled? So nitrogen having least boiling point, so therefore it first liquid as the air is cooled. How can obtain oxygen from gas? So it is a distillation apparatus. By using this apparatus we can separate the liquid oxygen from mixture of gases. So first of all, for obtaining liquid gas, the air is compressed by increasing pressure and decreasing temperature and obtain the liquid air, and this liquid air is allowed to warm up slowly in fractional distillation column, and where gas gets separated at different heights depending on their boiling point, and we get liquid oxygen in this way. So its application is purification of salt. We get from seawater, and separation of crystal alum fitkiri from impure sample. Physical change and chemical change. Physical change when we convert substance from one state to another state, and such as solid into liquid and vice versa. It is physical change. So in physical change, no chemical composition is change only the physical nature of the substance and change without affecting the chemical nature. Next, the physical property of substance. Property of substance such as rigidity, it means we cannot change the shape of the substance, color, fluidity, boiling point, melting point, density, hardness, which we can observe, are called physical properties. For example, change of ice into water. So here only physical state change and the chemical composition of water remains same. In ice also chemical composition is H2O and water also chemical composition is H2O. So here only state is changed, so that type of changes physical changes. Next, chemical change, when the chemical property or chemical composition of substance get altered or changed, it is called chemical changes, and it is also called chemical reaction. So property of chemical property of substance is the chemical nature of substance is known as chemical property, or such as the odor and its chemical composition. Whenever its chemical composition change and odor change, that change is called chemical changes. Purifying solids. For purifying solids, method uses crystallization. In the crystallization method, we can obtain pure solid in from it of crystals from its solution. So obtaining pure solid from its crude sample, we use the crystallization process. In this process, take the approximately 5 gram of a crude sample. For example, crude sample of copper sulfate we take and dissolve in the minimum amount of water and filter the impurity, and after that evaporate water from the copper sulfate solution, and so as we get the saturated solution, and cover the solution with filter paper and leave the undisturbed at room temperature and cool slowly for a day, and we will obtain the crystal of copper sulfate in the china dish, and this process is called crystallization. Its application, salt from seawater. We can obtain the crystalline salt from seawater and purification of copper sulfate. Types of pure substance. Pure substance are classified as element and compound. So pure substance classified in element and compound. Compound element cannot be broken down into simpler substance, and compound have fixed composition and can be broken down into element by chemical or electrochemical reaction. Element, for example, copper, oxygen, iron, hydrogen, mercury, etc. And compound, for example, water, methane, sugar, salt, etc. What are metals? Metals, for example, silver, mercury, copper, and gold. And property of metals, metals are lustrous, it means it have shiny surface. Metal conduct heat and electricity, and metal have silver gray or gold yellow color generally, and we can hammer when the hammer metals and form thin sheets and that property is called malleability. Aluminum shows maximum malleability property. Then we can convert metal into wires, at this property is known as ductility. Gold have maximum ductility property. We can drawn from 1 gram of gold, 2 kilometer wire we can drawn from 1 gram of gold. Metal always produce a ringing sound if they are heat, so that property is called sonorous. Non-metals, for example, carbon, iodine, chlorine, oxygen and hydrogen. Its property is Non-metal do not conduct heat and electricity. Non-metal are not sonorous, lustrous, or ductile. So it not produce any ringing sound, and it have not any shiny surface, and it cannot drawn any wires. And non-metal have various varied colored. And next, metallite shows both property of metal and non-metal. For example, silicon and germanium, they show the some property of metal and some property of non-metals. Compounds, it is a substance that consists two or more substance, and this substance are combined chemically with each other and in fixed proportions. Properties of compound are different than the its constituent particles, constituent substance. For example, ammonium sulfate, sulfur chloride, and water. So its property is completely different from its constituent reacting substance. Difference between mixture and compound. Mixture, element or compound just mixed together form the mixture and no new substance is formed. But in compound, element react to form new compound. Next difference, a mixture has variable composition, but in compound the composition of each new substance is always fixed. In compound, or constituent particles, constituent substance always combined with fixed composition. A mixture shows property of all the constituent substance, but in a compound, new substance has totally different, and it does not show the constituent substance or properties. Then next, the constituent can be separated fairly easily by physical method, but compound we cannot separate the component of the compound by simple physical method. We can separate by using chemical or electrochemical reactions. Some quick fact: there are 100 elements known to us. 92 elements out of them occur naturally, and rest 8 are man-made elements. Most of the elements are solid in nature. At room temperature, 11 elements exist in gaseous state. At room temperature, 2 elements exist in liquid state. One is bromine, it is non-metal, and second is mercury, it is metal. At room temperature slightly higher than room temperature, 2 elements exist in the liquid state, that is calcium and gallium.